there. How's everyone doing?
What? How y'all
And
doing?
my goodness, it's so lovely to see all of your faces.
What are y'all doing? Oh my God. Is that where we are? Oh my God. Are we there? Is that where we are? Oh my God. Romy, are we here at our graduation? I mean, well, not really our graduation, but it's really our reunion. I mean, is that what we're doing? Romy, come on.
Like, totally. Now, I've never actually seen that movie.
Romy and Michelle, it's goofy. It's
I
really
knew what you were talking about, but yeah, I've never seen it.
It's really goofy, but whatever. But it was one of those horrible 80s movies. But listen, hey, it's a movie and I wasn't in it, so
there you go.
Somebody made some money off of it. But hey, everybody, what's going on?
How's everyone doing today?
What's going on? Oh, so Eccentric was made into the room first. Is that what I see?
Eccentric made it into the room first, followed by Josh and Lola. We missed Lola last week, didn't we? Or was that?
So was that last week, or did Lola come in? No, Lola was logged in. I think Lola was logged in under a different name, I thought. Is that what it was?
Oh, maybe that's what it was. The kids be having different aliases. They got all kinds. They hiding from the FBI because of them PPE loans.
Baby, listen. So to be clear, over at the Black Degree Factory, in the last 2 weeks, we have had the Harrises. Well, I'm not the Harrises, but Kamala and her husband, the Clintons, and the Obamas. And baby, when I tell you, I have seen more black suburban vehicles with pieces of paper over the license plates and everything. I said, "Are you kidding me? SWAT team
for real?"
So I am so serious, like literally, because when I was chatting with you earlier.
So if you can't have your name out there, I wouldn't even show up. Why would you even put yourself out there like that? Listen, so you want to flex and floss, knowing you got a case. The girls and their signals. Oh, this is awkward. So, how's everyone doing? I guess we'll vamp until he figures out what's going on. So, all right, you back?
Yeah, what happened?
So here's the question: do you have a PPE loan that you are hiding?
Bitch, listen. First of all, if I had a PPE loan, bitch, I'd have been doing some fabulous. Listen, bitch, we would have been on our white woman excursion now. That's what would have happened.
Exactly. I'd have been like, we just need to postpone it by a month, but we are going.
Girl, get that. Yeah. But yes, all these folks like this.
Oh, wait a minute. Grace says she almost got shot by the Secret Service.
Listen,
I know he's joking, but she's joking, but still.
All I'm saying is they were like today. It was a lot of people. Like they were going around. Like in a whole square block radius, because the way I come into work, I go by the reservoir and down by, off the Ave and then come back up. And so they're like everybody, they're all around in this whole big radius. So even yesterday, there were people, and I was talking to my coworker about this. She said, yeah, there was van fulls of people that were getting out of vans. They had on like book bags and shirts and stuff. They had earpieces and everything. I was like, that's because they ass was out there combing and see where the hell they want to be at, where they want to post up at in plain clothes, trying to look as young as they could. Right. But today they did a lot of that as well. So it's been Kamala practicing, and then I guess the Clintons and Obamas coming to show their support or whatever. So they
practicing for what?
Practicing for her speeches.
Oh, the next debate and everything. Yeah.
And everything else that's coming up because she's been using some of those facilities. So I was like, okay, well, but listen, it was kind of scary because it's like, well, damn, where the fuck are all these people coming from? And then it's the little things you just pay attention to. You're like, why is there a piece of paper over top of this license plate and it's being held on with two clip? What are we going? What's going on? People with the mask on, the sheriff, the police, the SWAT, and I was like, what the?
I would be like, girl, it's 5 o'clock. I'm just ready to go home.
Listen, it was a lot, but yeah, but it's been interesting. But the thing is, it's like, I appreciate anybody coming to visit and having a presence on a campus. And definitely with college students, it's important to kind of come and, show face and, you encourage those younger people to vote. But you might want to let them know that they're there so people can come. But again, sometimes people don't necessarily know how to act. And so I get it. But It's a lot.
Oh yeah, I know the kids don't. The kids be ready to cut up sometimes. You're like, girl, you can cut up if you want to in front of the Secret Service.
Yeah. So
You listen, you can run up on your soror if you want on the yard and get your ass yanked up.
Baby, listen, let me tell you something. Don't be running up on nobody in the yard because first of all, you don't run. I don't care what nobody say. First of all, as a people, you don't really run up on too many folks because we're gonna turn around like, what the fuck? Like, what? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Now, whether they do it the Moco way, excuse me, that is not what we're doing here. Or if we do it the Southeast way, what's up, Trick? What's going on? What you trying? What's up? What's up? What's going on?
Like, excuse you.
What's up, Joe? What's going on? What you doing? What's up? What's up? So I mean, you can do it the Philly way. Yo, man, you just roll up on me like I'm some dumb John or something. What the fuck is up with you? What? So I mean, it just kind of depends on where you at. But you want to do a whole bunch of rolling up on people.
Right.
But yeah.
So how was your week, beloved?
My week has been busy.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we got the people, trying to come into the Black Degree Factory and get everything straightened out. And people asking the dumbest of questions, as far as I'm concerned, that have nothing to do with the important part of paying your bill. But, it's all right. But it's just been really, really busy. Been seeing a lot of people. I feel like I'm a tape recorder. I've been talking all day, saying the same stuff over and over and over again on repeat. But, at the end of the day, it's a necessary roughness. It's a necessary evil. So it's cool. We have just been busy. I mean, it's always a good change of pace. And so even though we're doing the same work, we're doing it in a different manner because it's the multitudes of people that are coming in. But people don't seem to know. I get it, but you may not be on time. Listen, I'm not on time. It ain't no secret.
Mm-hmm.
But when we closed, and if we say we closed, it's always, I just have a quick question. Your quick question turns into a 32-part dissertation.
No, girl, it's 5 o'clock.
Like,
who the fuck? It was 5 o'clock.
No.
You have to. What y'all got to do? Y'all gonna have to get the roll down shutters.
No. This is what we have been doing because it's in a room right now where everybody's all being seen. If you are still visible, they will walk over to you. So I'm just sitting there like, grab my coat and fur, and I'm out the door. They're like, "Where's financial aid?" I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm walking out my name. I don't.
You're like this. I don't work here.
I don't know. Hand over like the elevator's broken. I gotta go. But
you're
now
wait a minute to support the children, sir.
I was between the hours of 9 and 4 because I got there early, 8:30-ish, to make sure that we was all set up to see you all. And come 3:59, as one of my staff members, as they tip it out the door with their church finger up at 3:59, because the day's over at 4, I'm like, well, that concludes our day. So listen, you can send us a message, and all right, thank you.
Exactly, Boozer girl. It's above me now.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is where we are. So it just is what it is. But now, Grace, I'm gonna have words for you after.
Wait a minute. You tried to approach the First Lady of the United States. Was this while she was still the First Lady, or was this after?
Listen,
I mean, either way is a cause to get capped.
But hold up. But here's the funny thing. This is not the first time that Grace has decided that she wants to walk up on somebody, because we had a certain dean in our presence, and somebody.
Oh, that's right. I remember you telling me that story about how she tried to push up on Claire Huxtable.
Good. Listen, she was like, "Oh my God!" Then she was on her phone. She was like, "But the grandkids, the kids," and she was like, "I'm trying to get them out." I was like, I am so sorry, Miss Rashad.
And I know Felicia Rashad was like, see, this is why I want to take this fucking job.
She was just like,
I know that's what her face said, but her mind was thinking, see, I knew I should have taken this fucking job.
Oh, and she was like, "What? That's Claire Hospital. My grandkids like them." I was like, "Oh, girl." I was like, "I am so sorry. She is usually not like this." I said, "But I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm grabbing." She's like, "Come on, I'm trying to get them." Girl, go ahead on. Go ahead on. All right, go ahead on. All right. So I can imagine.
It was after that Dean Rashad developed the 2 foot, the 5 foot rule.
Baby,
you could never come closer than 5 feet to
and
me when I'm on campus.
But wait, at that point, she was already in the elevator. She was up against the wall.
Listen, girl, I'd have been like, because here's what I'm imagining: that Felicia Rashad was in the elevator, and here comes Grace, like, Dean Rashad, and here she's like this, pressing the button, like, close the door, close the door, close the fucking door, close the fucking door. Oh, hey, girl, how you doing?
Oh my God! But wait, but she also got her sister. Now she just is cool, calm, and collected. Debbie was walking across that yard, baby. She had on her sunglasses, her boat. She was just strolling across campus like any old person gonna be. Listen, Eagle Eye Grace decides, oh my God, I'm gonna go take a picture. So listen, here's what Miss Debbie does. She said, "Now, baby, come on, keep walking with me. Don't stand here too long. We gotta keep walking. We gotta keep walking across the campus."
Well, see, Debbie Allen has that air of like, bitch, I am not here for the shits.
But no. She really is just like, I just want to blend into the background. Now,
no, but I'm just saying, it's just her air of authority lets you.
She's very approachable. But if you ask me of the two, Felicia was very much of like, I am not here for the shit. That's
okay, gotcha.
To me, Debbie was just kind of like, baby, just come on, take this picture because I don't want to make a scene. I just want to keep on going across campus and do what I was doing. So
right, you don't want everybody to think that this is a photo opportunity. It's like, if you catch me while I'm walking, I will pause for 10 seconds and take this photo, but we're not posting up and we're not doing multiple takes and none of this other shit. If your lens was blurry, girl, get a better phone and hopefully you catch me another time.
She ain't give 2 shits about. She wasn't gonna stop her walking. She ain't missed a beat. She was like, "Come on, girl." She grabbed on to Grace. Grace kept on. Grace, they still talking. She's still walking.
Ellen said, "I got a picture in her presence at my graduation," and by that I mean she was in the frame.
But it's all good. I get it. And I mean,
and Dylan, congratulations on starting the first of 2 jobs today.
That's right. Congratulations. Look at there. You went from trying to figure out where you wanted to take it to even which job you may apply for to now you got 2. Now listen, come on and say he worked with you.
Mm-hmm. Don't he do it?
So. But yes, but other than that, it's been pretty cool. I'm still waiting to see some other celebrities. Like, I'm waiting to see. This is around that time of year where people want to stop in on campus or drop their kid off. They want to be incognito, and you just see a couple people. So I'll see.
Yeah,
I'll see. But that was pretty much the gist of my week. Nothing spectacular really happened. But it was all in all, it was a good week. So for me, it's been a good week. How about you?
After all of the madness of last week, so I told y'all what happened. I still got my lists. The list ain't gone nowhere. The lists are still listing. I keep them because here's my problem. And my problem my whole life, right, is that I let shit go too easily. And by that, I mean, someone will piss me off and they'll do even like the smallest thing nice, right? Or they'll say they're sorry. And I'll be like, okay, girl, all is forgiven. And so another reason why I write these lists is not to remember to live in like anger, but to remember why people piss me off. And so when they start doing like some little nice shit, I need to be reminded that this person is still a bitch. You know what I mean? So like, I'll give you an example. When I was younger, I could still hear my father's voice. My parents were not wealthy or well-to-do. This was a middle-class, working-class neighborhood that we moved to. So we moved to from Suitland, so it wasn't the projects, but it was not the projects at all. But we went from living in apartment to a house. So we were truly, even though technically we lived in the suburbs in Suitland, we was really living in the suburbs in Clinton. And Clinton in 1977, when we moved in, is a lot different than Clinton now. Clinton is Ward 9 now. You on mute. You're on mute.
First of all, they got this good go-go place. I think it was called the Hangar or something like that. I don't know if it's a go-go place.
That used to be a skate. Yes, Hangar Club, right? And then there's Wheeler Wild, the skating rink, and all that. Yes, that used to be the spot.
But baby, they found somebody in one of those parking lots. I'm not sure which one, but they found somebody dead in the car.
There's always a dead body story at every club. If you are going down Branch Avenue across the street from where where Iverson Mall is, right? And then across the street from that is the 7-Eleven.
Okay.
You know where that 7-Eleven is? There used to be a club called Triples there. Triples used to go and get your motherfucking life. You hear Essence, Junkyard, all of the spots back in the day. And one time, me and my good friend Kim from high school, we was getting ready to go, and it was on the news that they found a body. And both of our parents was like, "I guess you're not going, then, are you?" Well, it was more like, it wasn't no, "I guess you're not going." It's like, "You're not going." And we were like, they found a body, so I don't really know what.
And listen, Bougie's talking about some Triples was everything.
Triples was everything. But anyway, so here's the story. So we're in this neighborhood, we're in this suburban neighborhood, and so my parents, I had all of these toys, right? And I had a mouth, right? So, but the kids always wanted to play with me so they could play with my toys, but they didn't want to play with me. And so I remember one time my father was like, "What are you doing in the house?" Because, this is the 70s, in the 70s, kids was not supposed to be in the house. Unless it was raining, I don't care if it was 10,000 degrees outside. Unless it was raining, and not even a drizzle, unless it was pouring down rain or snowing, your ass was, and you was home, your ass was expected to be outside playing. So in the middle of the day, here I come inside because I was over it. But then my father was like, "Where's all of your toys?" "Well, I left them outside." He was like, "You let them niggas play with your toys without you?" And I had already had kerfluffle with them. So we all have our little things in the back of our mind. So my thing is always like, someone will say something crazy and then they'll be like, "I'm sorry," or we'll have a little blow up and then they'll be nice for like a minute. So this list helps me remember that. But all of that is to say that other than that, I've not talked to that woman since then. I told you I was out that Wednesday. I did what I needed to do at 2:00. I was out all day Thursday, the rest of the day Wednesday, all day Thursday. Friday, I know she was online because I know she was working, but she didn't say Nathan to me, and I didn't say Nathan to her. Monday, I just knew it was going to be some shits because I had steeled myself, but she called out, so she was sick. Then we found out that, she was just sick. I don't want to put all her personal business in the street. And so I honestly have not spoken to her for a week. So
I have a lot of that going on right now. And I was talking about we talk about personal stuff on here too. It's always some.
Oh, pause. I need to go back and read what Lola said.
Lola said she's considering 3 job offers.
Yes, come on, Lola.
And waiting for a 4th offer.
Yes, so if y'all follow the Lola Gets on, and listen, why I love that name, because whatever Lola wants, Lola Gets. So, I fucking love that name.
Lola, it's Brandon and it's girl. Go on with it. Lola Gets, come on.
Yes, and so I'm glad because I know that she's been looking for a job for a minute. And baby, take that federal position. I don't give a fuck what it is. Shit.
Listen,
because
second, third,
the benefits be benefiting.
And it may not be what you want at this point, but the long-term benefits are amazing. Amazing.
So congratulations on that. So
Yes.
other than that, my sister is making very good well, all right. So Lola, all right. So everybody, I want you to touch the screen.
And hold on, wait a minute. In this same breath, we're gonna send out some. We're gonna try to push some of this positive energy over to Bougie. And
That's
also,
what I'm saying.
okay,
We touching the screen. I want you to touch the screen. And whatever it is that you believe, if you believe in the power of positive energy, if you believe in Jesus or Allah or Buddha or whatever it is, I want you to wish that or pray for that for Bougie Girl, because that's our girl. And listen, I was unemployed for 15 months at one time, so I know that struggle and that ministry. So we are pushing that for you, and that I'm always keeping my ear to the ground. In fact, there's one person that I need to put you in touch with, Bougie Girl. So remind me after this to put you in contact with this one person in our HR joint that I can at least have you give him a call, and then we'll see if that goes anywhere.
Maybe I believe in the power of pine sol too, but I'm also tell you, listen, you need to go on our website too, because there's a lot of stuff out there that you probably could do. You have whatever you need. I can definitely go ahead and give a recommendation for. So listen, I please do that. But we talked about that before slightly. I don't know what was there, but there's some other stuff out there. But
yeah, so we'll hit that up. So so my this week has been low key, and I'm looking to keep it that way. This weekend coming up, I'm going to go out to Baltimore for a kinky game night. Are you going to that?
Yes, I was invited, and I plan on going.
Yeah, so I'll be going to that. And then I feel like there was some shit I was supposed to do on Sunday now.
But he's going to cuss me out anyway, because I was supposed to call him back yesterday. Shit.
So
I'm watching.
Somebody I used to date who is still a good friend, their birthday is on Saturday. So Sunday, we're going out to Rosa Mexicana to get, day drunk off of frozen pomegranate margaritas. So I'm excited about that. But other than that, you ready to get into some stories and some bullshit and some stuff?
I am. But I was going to say something else. I can't remember. But anyway, come on. Wait, listen. Let me stop you right here before. Don't say nothing. Don't press nothing. I absolutely love Bob the drag queen. But lately, I'm seeing little things that made Bob so polished. I'm seeing little things that are starting to irritate me. And in this picture, this frame right here, this lace is wearing me out. Like, yes. It's wearing me out.
Like, girl, all you just need to blend that shit in a little bit.
It's happening more and more with Bob, like little stuff. But I still, like, she's fierce as shit. Listen, listen, fierce to the motherfucker. But little shit that's starting to, like, his eye and makeup and skin and all that stuff is great. Baby, this hairline is wearing me out. And it's always something. It's always one thing. But that's my opinion.
Yes.
Be weary of anyone calling for revolution from their brownstone in Brooklyn. Be really mindful of anyone saying revolution today from Silver Lake. Right? Really think twice about anyone who's like, it's time to tear the system down from Boys Town in Chicago. Because these people know the revolution will never make it to their doorstep. They're like, you're not hungry. You're hungry? In your Brooklyn brownstone? These people know that the revolution will never make it to their doorstep. If you are a queer person or a marginalized person in one of these big cities, LA, Los Angeles, Chicago, these cities, we know that we will not be the first one sacrificed. We know that. We know that's true. It'll be the queer people, the black people, the people of color, the disabled people, the trans people in Tennessee, Florida, Texas, Mississippi. They will be the first ones. So all I'm saying is just think real hard. Consider. Whenever someone gives you advice, always consider the source. Always consider the source. Hey.
I thought this was important because we see this a lot on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The girls be like, Girl, fuck the police from, the safety and security of their gated community or from their doorman operated building. And, the same ones that be like, fuck the police or all cops are bastards, will be the first ones to be, to call security if some shit goes south, or, they talk about the importance, or they'll be the ones that be like, oh, well, I'm going to vote for Robert F. Kennedy Jr. because this is a protest vote, or I'm voting for Marianne Williamson, or I'm not going to vote. And, I'm exercising my, and, then when people say, girl, I don't care if Joe Biden had been a barely animated corpse, I was still going to vote for him. And they're like, you're just I was like, listen, you have the privilege of doing that.
Absolutely.
I don't have the privilege of doing that. So, like, when the girls be like thinking they did some shit, because they posted a hashtag, it's just be like, yeah, girl, sure, whatever. Any smooch. In some more fun stuff.
I'm still stuck on Bob and that hairline.
Hold on, we got to go forward.
I fucking love him. Both of them, actually.
Pay your bill. 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 Pay your bill.
Baby, listen. I absolutely love him to death because when I tell you he is funny as shit to me.
Yes.
I love it.
I've seen people argue with the girls like that and be like, why is my phone off? Because, bitch, you did not pay your bill. I don't know what the fuck.
Baby, listen.
And listen, I be on their side. I'll be like, girl, I hope you get your phone on. And this is terrible for you. And they be like, they be blaming Verizon for turning their phone off. And you be like, when was the last time you paid your bill?
Girl, listen.
I ain't paid a bill in like 4 months, but that's beside the point. Girl, you lucky they just now cut it off.
Verizon, Pepco, Xfinity, any one of them. Because when they cut you off, they're going to cut you the fuck off.
Right.
Oof.
I am not gay. I am a heterosexual man. I mean, yes, I serve. Yes, I eat. But so what? I'm hetero, but some people think I'm hetero adjacent. Honey, I'm straighter than a line that shows up when a doctor loses a patient. Honey, I've had more girlfriends than Pete Davidson. Honey, I am straighter than a high school hallway. Honey, I am straighter than Yao Ming standing up. Look at me. Admit it. Honey, you haven't seen anything this straight since the invention of the light pole. Honey, I love women the way Sabrina loves espresso. I'm heterosexual. It's all in me. Heterosexuality, baby. Do it naturally. I'm hetero, I'm femme, I'm everything a woman needs. I'm a king and a princess. I'm like the Incredible Hulk and the Powerpuff Girls all in one. Honey, I have a girlfriend right now, and we are the cutest straight couple in the world. We even have cute nicknames for each other. She calls me Love Muffin, and I call her Big Daddy. I mean, baby girl, baby girl, baby girl, baby girl. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. You are straight. You are straight. You are straight. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, de. Da. Me, straight. Me, straight. Me, straight. I can do this. I can do this. I can totally do this. I am not.
Listen,
Great.
I don't care what you say. So listen, some of my crew is in here as well, but we already know the leveler. If you want to ride through the neighborhood and you want to see which boys is the that's acting straight but is actually gay, baby, ride through that window, roll your window down just a little bit, and you can even go use a couple different versions of this that you can play. But even if we just could go with the original, one of the all-time favorites, George Kranz's Dindada, baby,
Right.
put that on, or the Ha.
Right.
And when you hear Buttica, listen, the first one that turned their head around on beat, they were like, Buttica.
Right.
Baby, the joy and the laughter that I have had.
And meanwhile, you sitting there like clogged.
Gotcha. but hold on. Wait. I want to send a special shout out to the bestie. I see him on here. And listen, congratulations. He is now a proud owner of a wonderful child, a 4-wheeled child, and her name is Baraka. So listen, congratulations, boo-boo. They've also crossed over into the electric world. So this is really interesting. So I'm very, very, very happy for you. So
Hallelujah.
Congratulations, babe.
God bless your ministry.
And I also want to give a shout out to another person that crossed. Unfortunately, unfortunately, it was not their choice. But however,
that's right. That's right. Did she get a Lambo? That's what I asked. She said, "I got Lambo taste and Toyota Camry money."
But somebody else had to go ahead and get another car. I was going through my text messages and I saw the lone picture of their car on the side of the road when it broke down.
Gave up your baby gave up the ghost finally, huh?
Baby. So congratulations to you as well. And she cute. I wrote in her. So, listen, she cute. So congratulations. However.
Oh, baby. Oh, she got an Altima. Oh, Lord.
Stop. So first of all, you did not get
now Altimas, those are the little pocket rockets. You see the girls shooting down the road in them Altimas?
She didn't get an Altima. She don't even know what the hell she got. She got a Sentra.
Oh, she got a Sentra. Okay. That's the Altima. That's the Altima's baby sister.
Right. Like, girl, pay attention to what you got.
Wait a minute. She says, no, I have a Nissan Altima. Don't listen to him. Okay.
Listen,
right, well, we'll find out.
Listen, whatever she has is hers and it's brand new. And I'm saying, congratulations, baby. That's
hallelujah.
That's where we at.
That wasn't funny.
You cannot keep interrupting. No. I'm having a conversation. No, Walter, I'm right here, baby. Tatiana, stop embarrassing me again. You're getting me in trouble.
Preach!
Baby,
you cannot keep interrupting.
For me, I thought the dog was saying Keisha Cole's.
So, right. I feel like this is cute because we are watching it from the outside. It will not be so cute when that dog is howling like that all the fucking time.
Babe, listen, not in this household. Because listen, even my
not in my household either. Because baby, if I get awakened at 4:00 in the morning by someone praying, I've been like, yeah, girl, you got to go.
The only kitty cat I'm concerned about is my own. Is it getting eaten and beaten? Honey, I love kitty cat. Honey, I will eat it like it's my last meal and beat it like Michael Jackson. Honey, I don't need a fork, a knife, a napkin, a table, or even a chair. Honey, I will eat that kitty cat right off the floor like a mangy mutt. Honey, I will eat it and beat it and beat it and eat it. Anytime, anywhere, any place. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want. Honey, because that's what straight men do. Honey, I will eat that kitty cat so fast the plate will be spinning on the dinner table. Honey, I will eat that kitty cat so aggressively the police will have to arrest me for animal cruelty. Honey, the news reporter will sound like this. Good morning, America, and welcome back to Fox News. TikTok star The Softest Bunny has been arrested for animal cruelty after eating a woman's delicious kitty cat. We spoke with Bunny during the arrest, and this is what the TikTok hetero diva had to say. Honey, I am straight. I was only doing what any hetero man would do. Yes, I ate her kitty cat. I also touched her lady lumps. And I will do it again. Hetero, I love women. If the kitty cat's wet, then I'm going swimming. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first on Fox News. Details on this story are currently developing and we will keep you updated. The only kitty... Honey, it might be flat, okay, but it keep your man coming back. Honey, it might be small, okay, but your man still want to take me to the mall. Honey, it might not be all that, okay? But your man still crave it like a midnight snack. Honey, it might be tiny, okay? But your man still want to get behind me. Honey, I might not got a lot going on, but your man still want to see it in a thong. Honey, it might not be that big, but your man still want to spread it like a middle part wig. Honey, it might not be fat, okay? But your man still want to attack my crack. Honey, it might be a little booty, okay? But your man still in my DMs like, hey, cutie. Honey, it might be little, okay? But your man still want to eat it like a bag of Skittles. Honey, it might be flat, okay?
I don't even know where this man has the time to come up with all this nonsense. Because first of all, from the look all the way down to everything out of his mouth is fucking hilarious. Yes. I love it. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Hello?
Hold up, bitch.
Excuse me? Hello?
Hold up, bitch.
Excuse me?
Is that how the girls in Philadelphia talking to Wendy's drive-thru?
Listen, first of all, working in a drive-thru is a dangerous thing because, baby, these cars will ride around to that window and jump out that motherfucking car and attack that window, but then they will still come on through that front door. Now, all I'm saying is, if I'm going through a drive-thru, baby, I'm gonna need to see all this. I'm gonna be as nice and polite as I possibly can until I get my food. I might be a bitch driving off, but once I get my food, I'm gonna figure it out and be nice. But,
right.
I don't know. I don't know.
Question. You can only choose one. Which would you choose to be? The richest person in the world, the most attractive person in the world, the healthiest person in the world, or the most intelligent person in the world?
Ooh.
There are a couple of these.
So, okay, you go first because I got to think about this for a second.
I'm going to be the richest person in the world because if I'm rich, then I'm not going to have any problem finding anyone that I want. And if I am rich, then my health will be as much as it can be, except for the fact that, if you're the healthiest person in the world, obviously you wouldn't have certain diseases. But I mean, that's sort of, genetic. So what are you going to do about that? Most intelligent person in the world, girl, if I'm the richest person in the world, I just feel like rich sort of supersedes. Rich can get you 2 and 3 and eliminate the deficits around 4.
I feel like you could be the richest person in the world, but if you're sickly and you're going to die, you're just going to die. I also feel like if you're the most attractive person in the world, you could also be sick and could die. And also that could be a detriment to you because you have things like stalkers. Right. The healthiest person in the world, okay, that's great.
Yes, but if you are the healthiest broke person in the world, then
that's the downside. Now, the most intelligent person in the world, I'm sitting here thinking about it because if you're the most intelligent person in the world, you can literally lease out
your figure out how to get rich
and figure out how to get rich. You can also understand what it means to be healthy, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to stop whatever genetic is going on. And you can, if you're contracting your services out, you can make the money and then become the most attractive person by, surgery standards or whatever. So that's one of the things I don't know.
It would either be 1 or 4 because 1 can get you the other 3 right now.
Right.
4 could get you the other ones over time.
Right. And I feel like for me, it's a toss up between 1 and 4 for some reason.
Yeah.
The first response would be, I'm the richest person, but that can also be a lonely thing.
I need money right now. I need money right now. So.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what I'm thinking about. But probably between 1 and 4.
So there's a couple more of these. So I'll pause it. An 800 credit. You can pick 2. An 800 credit score. Retire at 40, no bills, $20,000 a month for life, or make $1,000 per day selling digital products. And you got to choose 2. You can go first.
I think I would like a $1,000 a day and everything else I can get with that. If I'm making $1,000 a day, I can get to everything else. No bills, $20,000 a month for life. Well, yeah.
When I look at these things, I'm like, maximum effort for minimum input.
But I
So
would retire
at 40. So that means I'd already be retired, and I'd be bringing home $20,000 a month. And it doesn't say I got to do anything for that. Making $1,000 per day requires me to actually do something. I got to sell digital products, which, whatever, I either got to make them or someone's got to give me those products. So I got to do something for that. An 800 credit score.
With that, you can figure that out. You can get to that point with the money you have.
Right. And then if you got enough money, listen, Donald Trump would have like a 200 credit score if he had to live like normal people, because he don't want to pay his bills. So having a perfect credit score isn't the issue. It's having enough money that credit doesn't matter, because people know that they can get their money from you regardless. So
and so I'm looking at Dylan's comment saying 5 means you're working, but you know what? I'm okay with that, because if it's $1,000 a day and I'm selling digital products, I can pretty much budget my time and get on or get off. And if I'm making $1,000 per day, some of that has to be in a residual income type of situation.
But $1,000. And then also look at it this way: $1,000 a day times 365 days means you're making $365,000 a year. $20,000 a month, but you're doing something to earn that money. I'm doing nothing and earning $240,000 a year. So am I earning less? But I make that money even if I stay in bed all day.
That part's true. I also think I'm looking at, as I get older, like I've said, like I don't want to just sit down and not do anything. But I'm just thinking about that.
I just said that I'm retired at 40 and making $20,000 a month for life. So that doesn't mean that I'm not doing anything. It just means that I'm retired, so I don't have to work for anybody, yet I'm still getting a check every month.
Hey,
for my lifestyle and what I want, I see the $1,000 because no one's saying you have to make these digital products. You just have to sell it. And
and if I set my digital store up where I don't have to do anything with it, baby, I can still retire. I'm good.
And then also, I always try to look at these things as like only reading into what it says. So it says make $1,000 a day. So according to this, whether I sell one product a day or whether I sell 1,000 products a day, I'm only making $1,000. But I'm making $20,000 a month for life, or I'm being given $20,000 a month for life. It doesn't say I have to do anything for that. So anyway, all right. So that was that one. All right. Would you rather wake up in 1991 with $250,000, or would you rather wake up in 2024 with $500,000?
I would say 1991 and 250,000.
Same here, because baby, I was looking at something talking about if you had invested $1,000 if you had invested $1,000 in Microsoft and Apple and a few other companies, you would have like $100 million of net worth now. And that was literally just doing nothing. That was putting in the initial investment, and between the splits and everything else, all that shit's growing. So if I woke up, it would also assume that that would assume that you have to have the knowledge to make that investment. So
yeah, at that particular point, I really would. Yeah. Plus, I also feel like $250,000, I would have gotten more for my money in 1991 than I would.
In 1991, $250,000 would have been able to buy you a house that cost probably $750,000. Well, at least a $500,000 house today.
Exactly. So listen, but that's my choice.
Right.
YBG Don from DC.
What's your name?
YBG Don.
I'm not calling you YBG. What the is your name?
It stands for something. Young, black, and gifted. YBG Don. That's what I stand for, Queen. You don't like that?
I'm I'm not calling you, hey.
Well, you
YBG, YBG, where you at? I'm not doing that. What's your name?
This call me Don, but YBG is what I stand for. Young, black, and gifted.
I call you Don.
All right, cool. That's cool.
You said Don?
Yeah, Don. D-O-N.
All right, Don.
YBG Don.
So here's what I don't understand. If you ask someone their name and that's what they tell you, baby, I'm gonna call. That's what you want me to call you. Like, I don't understand what the big deal is. Whether it goes against whatever you got or not, I don't give a fuck if your name is Obama Isha, Baraka Keisha. Listen, tell me what you want me to call you. I don't give a fuck.
I think I hear what you're saying, but also if you're trying, you know, yeah, everyone knows that our given names aren't Dominion and Epic, right? And so yeah, this is cool. But you know, when you just randomly, like if you was just, this looks like a dating scenario, right? And you just randomly meeting somebody, when you randomly meet someone for a date, you don't be like, hey, how's it going? My name is Epic.
Why not?
I mean, I guess you could, because I do, like, my name is Dominion. But again, the people that I'm meeting are looking for Dominion or someone like Dominion. Like if I was just randomly going out with someone that I met at the white party, I probably wouldn't even use that name. So I get her reaction was a little harsh. I will definitely.
I mean, I understand. And then the other thing is, he said, my name is YBG Don. So like, you're like, what is your name? Baby, didn't he just say YBG Don? So even if you just used the deductive reasoning and just kind of took off the YBG and just said Don, like you would have said, oh, so what does that stand for? So it's Don, but you added something like, you know.
She came at it very aggressively, although I see her point. Then I just like it, ultimately, I don't really care. I just thought it was like both of them are full of shit because he came in trying to give his smoothest suave, and she shot that shit right down.
That she did. But
meanwhile, I feel like I would have walked away if I was him because he didn't necessarily do anything wrong. Because I'd have just been like, I told you my name was YBG Don. You can be like, oh, okay. Right. You could have had to say a question, be like, I mean, you know, like, I like to, for whatever reason, but yeah, I just thought, you know.
Listen,
again,
I know
another day in heterosexual foolishness. So
I have an old piece that has an African name it has probably 4 different I's in it. And they've pronounced it for me and I know how to pronounce it, but they've abbreviated it to just 2 letters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
I look at this the same way as if I met someone and I say, hey, how's it going? I'm Brian. And they're like, my name is Lil Smokey from Southeast. I've been like,
all right, Lil Smokey. Listen, it's again.
Actually, I'd have been like, you got a nice ass, so I'm gonna tolerate it.
I mean, listen, I'm gonna play along with the game, but you know, we had this conversation. You know, you gonna play along. This is the game. You're gonna play along with the game. This is where we at. Now, listen. At that point of what is your name again? It's Antonio.
And then they start mumbling and be like, yo, my name is, YBG. Like, I can't understand what the fuck you were saying. So
it's weird to me. So part of it is it's not really weird to me. And I guess because we have that in common where we have multiple names. Like I know where people, first of all, I know where people know me from when they say my name. But the other part is, if you've called me that all your life, then why the fuck stop now? But I mean, it's okay. It's not like you're calling me anything different.
Right. And it's very situational. Even in settings, if I'm like in a kinky setting, then you get Dominion.
Absolutely.
If we, like I said, if we just happen to meet, on the cruise ship, or whatever, or wherever. And yes, you might be gay and I might be gay, but you get Brian, you're not getting Dominion because you might not be kinky. So why would I even give you that information? And it was just, I just generally don't appreciate, like when people start coming up with this, like, yeah, what's up? My name is Bobby G. Don. I was like, please speak in your normal voice is what my first thing is. Because I don't appreciate game.
So listen. I'm gonna go ahead and let you on a secret.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, we old. And
oh, I'm fine with that. I have gotten into that. You know, I have always been this way. I remember when
but there's nothing wrong with that. But all I'm saying is, bitch, we old. We want to get down to the like. You just make it simple. Just make it real simple.
I've always been like this because I remember my freshman year of college. My roommate, who will remain nameless, let's say his name was Mike. He will be talking to us like this. It's like, hey, how's it going, Brian? How's it going, Epic? Because I'm not going to say your name unless that's for you to tell. You know, like, hey, how's it going, Brian? How's it going, Chet? You know, how's it going, Terry? You know, yeah. So, you know, let's just hang out, whatever. And then, you know, Terry's a woman. So, and then, so here it is. Hey, Brian. Hey, Chet, how's it going? Terry picks up the phone. Hey, girl, how's it going? Uh-huh. Right. Yeah. Uh-huh. And then as soon as Terry hang up, yeah, so what I was saying, I was like, so you just change your whole fucking personality for this person on the phone? So then what you gonna do when you actually meet up with Terry? And Terry is like, why don't you talk? And I mean, I guess that's that heterosexual back and forth, or even some gays do it, but I just always found that disingenuous to me.
The gays do it. And so Desmond just put up the opposite. Boys and
Desmond
drag.
says boys and drag using their boy drag voice.
They get on the phone, they be like, what's up? What's going on? How you doing? What's up, mom?
Right, and then they get on the phone and be like, girl.
Like, oh my God, bitch, what? Be like, girl.
Right.
Really? Girl.
Personally, I think when it comes to hookup culture, like let's leave it to Americans. I think they've been doing a very good job at it. Can I tell you what happened yesterday? So for some reason, let me not say for some reason, but I followed this American boy who I'm now friends with, cyber friends with, who through him I followed a couple of other American boys. And then there's this thing that happens, if I'm not mistaken, in New Orleans, where it's like it's called the red dress run. So you wear a red dress and you do it for charity, but for some reason it's become extremely gay, and it's sometimes a bit rowdy. From the outside, a bit ratata, just a little. Because like, just imagine you are at a charity event on a regular Tuesday, and then there's a dark-skinned man who's probably like 6'1", who's on a lamppost twerking his life away on a regular Tuesday, brother. That's what I'm saying. Like it's a bit sometimes from the outside, and sometimes it looks a bit ghetto. And not in a bad way. I'm judging just because I was raised Christian, and I can be hypocritical just because I was raised Christian, but I'm judging just a little. But that's not the part that got me saying I don't want to partake in hookup culture. It's what happened after. So yesterday, I'm just browsing through my Instagram, like a mere peasant, when I bump into this one guy's story talking about another guy. So one thing about me is I will follow through a story. So he's talking about you're an old gay, you're used up. I can't believe you're talking about me with your bald-headed ass. I'm like, what's happening? You were even on heat like your cooch. Personally, I think when it comes to hookup culture.
So first of all, this child is in South Africa. And I say child because if you follow some of his other stuff, the person that he's talking about, he was old, he was 40. And I was like, what?
Okay.
So one, there's that. Two, what does the red, he lost me. He had already lost me. But then when he was like, I'm judging a little bit because I'm Christian. I was like, yes, girl, but you are a full faggot. And how do we know? Because all of these other homos showed up on your timeline for the red dress run. Because if you was a good Christian girl, none of this would have happened. Because that's how how algorithm work. The algorithms show you the shit of the people that you follow and your friends. So if you didn't know nothing about none of this, you wouldn't have been there. So before you start talking about the girls carrying on in New Orleans, let's just be clear that you're one of the girls.
Well, because listen, when you talk about the Christians, you also got to figure out, you got to break it down into the CCC, the Convenient Christian Coalition, because most of the CCCs might be some of the GAYSs. And so the GAYSs is leading all the motherfucking choir and the head tambourine shaker. So basically all the Christians, for the most part, is attached to somehow, some way, the gays. And so these are popular with timeline. So, I mean, it's not that you can't be Christian and you can't be gay. The question is, can you be gay and not be Christian?
And then he says, twerk it on a random Tuesday. I was like, girl, the red dress. So you can't see it because it's small. But this is my comment here. I said the event was on a Saturday, not a random Tuesday. Also, New Orleans is like this all the time.
And the red dress run has been going on for how many years?
It's been going on, and even if it wasn't a red dress run, it would just be random people drunk fucking around in the street. So let's not push your internalized homophobia onto this event, which happens every year, and you see a lot of the gays because that's who you follow, but there's a lot of straight people there too, and then act like the gays took over and turned the virtuous and pious city of New Orleans into a den of iniquity by twerking on a pole in a red thong.
Let's also be clear that little area. I've never been to the red dress run. Let me say this.
Me either, but we're going next year.
Because listen, I was having this conversation. Me and Spiller, I was like, okay, but that little area in New Orleans that is the whole district or whatever. We were there for blackout or whatever. It's not really a big thing. It's not a big area. It's not
right. When you get 1,000 people in that area, it's going to be a lot.
It's going to look like a lot. But on top of that, baby, isn't this for charity? And what?
It is for charity. And then listen, I've seen lots of commentary from the girls that are just mad because they either can, and listen, I'm not shading people who can't afford to go, but don't be mad at me and don't be mad at others because that's what they chose to do with their money. So don't be mad because you can't go or because you don't have enough confidence in your body to twerk on the pole like that or to wear a red dress. My problem with so many lowercase Christians is that, girl, just scroll on. If you don't like it, no, that's my problem with social media in general. It's like, girl, don't.
If you don't like it,
if it offends you, keep it moving. But then also don't talk from the other side of the world. Because you are inside, this man is in South Africa. So you are way on the other side of the world. And that's my other problem. The last thing I'm personally going to say is these international Negroes in South Africa, you see it a lot in South Africa, in like Nigeria, and in the UK, that's got a lot of shit to say about American Black people. And it's always uninformed. It is always uninformed and ignorant and, full of shit. So, yeah.
Listen, whatever. Just don't. So this is also, well, I'm not gonna go down there.
No, go ahead.
No, because I've had this. So a couple.
Go in, bitch. Let have.
A couple other YouTubers and I have had these conversations about, social media and people making it their life.
Yes.
And there has to be a separation between social media and your day-to-day life, in my opinion. Let me just say that, in my opinion.
But for some of these people, now we've got a whole culture of people who are making their money off of it. So it is their life.
Yes, and I get that. For me, I would tend to look at it as a job. And so there's a point where I have to disconnect from the job back into my everyday, regular, epic life. That's all that I'm saying. And so for some people, they just can't make the disconnect. And even though it is their life and that's how they make money, but you have to live in the reality of, baby, you have to go to a store and pick up these equipment or order this equipment to do the social media and talk to the people and make some friends and have conversations. And you know what I mean? Like it's that part. And I feel bad because the image that they create for some people, the image that they create it's the complete opposite of what they really are off the camera.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel bad for those people that they didn't have it. It seems like they didn't have a solid foundation before they got on to the social media side. Many people have, and the ones that are they're really grounded. But I don't know. Some of these folks have just gone really too far. They kind of, the pictures that they paint are just a little just off. Like, just I don't know. I don't know. I'm concerned.
I feel like there's a lot of people. Social media has given people the impression that the world is waiting for your opinion. Because, like, you'll see people on Facebook, you know, some issue, and then they'll be like, "This is, this is my take on whatever," and I'm like, "Okay, sure." But let's just be clear: no one was asking for your opinion,
right?
On
and
this,
listen, we're chiming into all this because we have a whole show, and this is what we're doing. We just talk about our shit, like we doing the same thing. But
I mean, we're just here for shits and giggles. I'm not asking anybody to make anything, and we're not. And we do this once a week, not like every fucking day. And nor am I posting like,
And listen, to be clear, there's several motherfuckers out in these streets in our chat that every single day, that's how they make their living. And baby, I'm glad that they are able to do that. Baby, listen, I have seen it, witnessed it.
And ultimately, keep it cute.
They have a separation, and they know what the real life is. It's like, baby, listen, I got to go to work. I got a job. I got to get up, besides my job.
And the opinion is informed. This man's opinion is uninformed and just flat out wrong.
That's the part I'm trying to get to, because I feel like he hasn't, and I don't even know. I don't know who this person is, but it's almost like
I don't know either. This is literally, you know how you're scrolling on Instagram and the shit came up and he started like talking, and then I was, it was on, and then I was like, wait a minute, that's not. And then as soon as he started talking about, imagine, you wake up on a random Tuesday and you see people carrying on the streets in New Orleans. I was like, yeah. That's what fucking happens in New Orleans every goddamn day.
It just sounds like he is uninformed. And I just lost my damn thought. I was going to say something.
He's young and uninformed with a platform and cute enough that people pay attention to. I say cute enough. He also commented, did you notice that in his commentary, he made sure to point out that the person he was talking about was dark skinned.
So I always have a problem with that. And it annoys me.
Right.
Because if you're fucking beautiful, you're fucking beautiful. You're fucking ugly, you're fucking ugly.
Right.
That is it. Like, I don't. And
before we go, let me just go to the next one because I got his next.
No, listen, I'm not gonna lie. I thoroughly feel like hookup culture is a big part of American gay culture. Like, I don't see any.
First of all, he's saying hookup.
You're conflating shit. You're
conflating shit. I mean, so obviously you've never been outside of your little corner of South Africa, because the people that I know from South Africa, the people that I know from the rest of Africa, the people that I know from Europe and Asia and the Middle East and South America, if you're gay in the age of Grindr and Scruff and Sniffies, hookup culture is worldwide.
Child, I don't want to talk to this man no more.
I don't want to talk about him. So fuck him. So anyway, so here's our last story.
I got my butthole fingered behind the Waffle House in Picayune, Mississippi. Earlier that night, I was scoring pills at the Walmart parking lot in Bogalusa, Louisiana with my girlfriend. We were headed back to her scummy trailer in McNeil, but we were hungry. And the only thing open at that hour of the night was the Waffle House in Picayune. I sent my girl inside with my order, American Special, scrambled eggs, black coffee, English muffin, and a Diet Coke. I went out back to have a cigarette. As I was smoking my cigarette, I saw this gorgeous Mexican woman standing next to the dumpster. She looked at me and she said, "Senor, can I help you with anything?" I was so f***ed up. The only thing I could think to do was drop my pants down to the floor. I bent over and spread my butt cheeks. That bitch aggressively stirred my beans with her thumb. I had the most intense anal orgasm I have ever had. I howled at the moon. I went inside the Waffle House and killed my American Special. 2 weeks later, I was grocery shopping at the Walmart in Picayune. This Mexican gentleman came up, introduced himself to me, said his name was Miguel. He was like, Senor, remember me? And I'm like, no, I don't. He said, Senor, I made your toes curl. And I was like, holy shit, Miguel, I thought you were a woman. I was completely up. I'm not gay, but sometimes Waffle House whoopsies happen. I got my...
I don't know what's worse for me, the Waffle House whoopsies or I'm heterosexual. It's I don't know which one. It's funny.
Like, sir, that was not a thumb.
Oh,
sir, you got fucked.
Listen,
behind the dumpster at Waffle House.
Listen,
and had a life-changing orgasm.
We don't know. It may have been a thumb. We don't know.
Sure, that was not a thumb. Listen, viewers, look at me. Hold on, let me take my glove. Come closer. Can you see me real good? All right, so that was not a thumb.
So the scary part is
the young man got fucked behind the Waffle House. He got his hash browns scattered, smothered, covered, topped, chunked, and diced.
I knew she was gonna... Oh my God. Okay. Oh God. Okay. All right. Okay.
He got his cheese, eggs, and Welch's grape. I could go for Waffle House right now. I wish the closest Waffle House was not like 30 fucking miles away.
It's like Delaware somewhere, isn't it?
Right. And Manga, don't forget he was at the dumpster. I was like, girl, so you meet a bitch at the dumpster and your first inclination is to drop trowel?
Now, wait a minute. Hold up. Now, wait a minute. Now, hold on. Listen, as a very sexually active and free young man in the early 80s and early 90s and all that good stuff. I mean, while I have never
Yeah, Lola Waffle House in Frederick, Maryland is like 5,000 miles away.
Yeah, I have
There's actually one in near BWI Airport, and that's like 30 miles away, but still. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah. I was like, I've never fucked at behind a dumpster, but I have been in other places, raunchy or whatever you want to call them, or low budget or trollopy or trashy or, sleazy. And, other things have happened. So I can't really say that the dumpster is the part for me that I'm remembering.
So hold on, pause. Lola is on that old bullshit that Sater is on and Reverend Guy is on. We talking about, it's only X number of feet of miles away. From where I am right now and from where Epic is, it's going to take us well more than 45 minutes to get to Frederick, Maryland.
And baby, I ain't going.
Listen, I love Waffle House. God knows I do, but there's no way that I would hop on the road right now. Now, if she was a good 20, 25 minutes away, like if she was in Laurel and I was really jonesing for the Waffle House, I might schlep over to Laurel like right now and get me, my cheese, eggs with my hash browns and the raisin toast and all of that. But yeah, I'm not driving 45 minutes.
I'm not doing that. Now, listen, Manga, you ain't got to listen. You ain't got to put all that information out there now. I'm just saying.
Manga was in a dumpster in Detroit behind Mickey D's.
Listen.
He was getting gutted, or he just was drunk. I mean, y'all put it out there. The inquiring minds want to know.
Well, go ahead on, Mega. Listen. Listen. You open it up. You open it up a can of worms, and go ahead on. Go on. Tell a story. Go on.
All I'm saying is that you a straight man, I don't care how high you were, went to a dumpster, was at the Waffle House, went behind the dumpster to take a smoke, a person, whether Miguel was dressed as a woman at the moment or was fully a man and you was just that high that you did not realize, you met a person behind a dumpster and they said, is there anything that I can do for you? And the first thing you did was not bend over and wave your dick around. Because listen, who among us has not been like, yeah, you want to help me out? The first thing you did was drop your pants and bend over.
And spread your butt cheeks.
And spread your butt cheeks.
Because he's
talking about it was a thumb. Girl, that was not a thumb. I promise you it was not a thumb.
Listen, all I'm saying is, who among us has not had unsolicited outside out?
Exactly, Terry. He did say he bent over and spread his butt cheeks. So yes, again, who among us has either dropped trowel waiting to get their dick sucked, or someone has dropped trowel in front of us? But there's no mistaking dropping your pants, bending over, and spreading your butt cheeks as to what you want to happen. So, well, of course, Bougie Girl, because you are a fucking lady.
I mean, hello.
Right.
Hello.
All right. So before you dive into your stories, I have one.
Cool.
So, the headline, this comes from WBLS.com.
Radio station. Kids. Not bad.
Network, a Different World sequel will soon come to Netflix. Writer Felicia Pride, known for Bel Air and Grey's Anatomy, is leading the project. Original creative team members, including Debbie Allen, Reggie Rock Blythewood, Gina Prince Blythewood, and Tom Warner, are also involved as executive producers. The sequel will center on Dwayne and Whitley's youngest daughter, a freshman at Hillman College. Kadeem Hardison and Jasmine Guy will reprise their roles as Dwayne Wayne and Whitley Gilbert Wayne. The show is still in early development, but the excitement is palpable. Debbie Allen, who played a crucial role in revamping the original series, returns. She'll serve as an executive producer alongside Pride and Mandy Summers. So, normally I'm not super jazzed up about these kinds of things, but if Debbie
I'm still on the fence about Bel Air as well. I haven't watched it.
I've never watched it, but
I'm still on the fence. I just haven't watched it. I'm still on the fence about it.
But I definitely have watched A Different World, and we all remember how different A Different World was once Debbie Allen got involved in it. And so I feel like if she is putting her energy behind it, and Dwayne and Whitley are going to return as the main characters, I feel like I'd be interested in seeing, where that is. I feel like that's something I would definitely be, no, Nichelle.
And I'm going to say, of all people,
Nichelle is saying this.
You know damn well there ain't no damn Waffle House in what?
We were saying if
it was in Laurel.
There was a Waffle House in Laurel. There is not. I just want to go on record and saying there is not a Waffle House in Laurel.
But listen, it sounds like we might have our first female BTFB.
Yes, because the way her ears perked up, like Waffle House in Laurel.
Listen, Nichelle, we might have to send you this paperwork about becoming the first female member of the Bristolhood of the Traveling Fat Bitches. Because I swear to God, you perked up like what?
Now, yes. So those of us who grew up in the area will remember Toddle House.
I don't remember that. I didn't grow up in here, so I don't remember that.
So that little college diner. Remember that college diner that we went to right there in that's down the street from Night Dreams? The little diner that's where Night Dreams is?
The College Park Diner. What are you talking about?
Yes. That used to be a Toddle House. So that is a good spot. Okay. So see over 24 hours. No, that's too far to be going right now. But I could go there.
Diners open 24 hours. Yes, indeed, they are.
That is, and they little waffle. Oh, a waffle with some syrup.
And if you go up in there, so I don't, I used to know all the people up in there joint. They know by order when I came in, but I only recognize one person up in there now because they all moved on. But they still got some good food.
They do.
But first off, hold up. Let's back up. Elimination.
I posted and tagged him in a post last week about his failure to inform us that he was in town, and he apologized profusely.
Listen, I saw that I saw that post, and I was like, all right. But listen, bro, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you tuned in. I also somebody else just I was looking at somebody else that just tuned in. I was going to say something to them. Crap, I can't see, but elimination came in. I don't know who, but I'm glad you showed up. I'm glad you definitely showed up. We didn't say hello to everybody because Josh, I zoned in on you and also Cortez. Now you said something
it was about Cortez who joined too.
Yeah, you said something about first of all, I cannot.
Cortez said no, he got fucked.
Well, yeah, that's what Cortez said. But I'm saying, Josh, he said that in a Home Depot parking lot against the Chevy. What? Okay, but listen, as long as everybody enjoyed it, everybody was cool. It was cool.
Oh, wait a minute. Apparently, there's an unresponded to text.
Unresponded to text from where to who?
Not now, elimination. I will tell you that I will text Brista, and like 3 days will go by, and he'll be like, "Oh, girl, I'm just now seeing this." I'm like, "Girl, don't you have your phone with you at all times?" But that's just me. So don't feel bad because he often does not respond to texts.
No. So first of all, the last text I got a text message from him. It was 11:45. It was just 11:45. I'm sorry, 11:45 on Monday. Said I am hollering. I'm assuming that was because you was watching the show. Now wait. Now listen. Now I will admit, if that was the text message and you wanted me to respond to it, that doesn't really mean I was going to respond to it. But I get it. So for text message purposes, no, I did not reply to that. But I thought it was usually like a question or a statement or something like that. But that's all right. I'll take that L. It's a small L right now because I'm gonna take that L. But that's all right.
It's very much a lowercase L.
I'm gonna allow it. I'm gonna allow it. But listen, if you all give us information about the show. I know you guys are. You were taping. I'm not sure if you guys are on hiatus. If you're still doing, give us some information so we can share with people. And we love to promote what you got going on. So definitely. But glad that everybody showed up, and I'm glad everybody's here. And I'm so happy to see everybody. I genuinely, and I say this all the time, and Dominion's heard me say this, and everybody that's a part of the organization, I am so fucking happy. And it's the best decision I've ever made because I get to see all of my brothers in a different light. So bing, bang, boom. Oh no, not cancel. Oh shit. Well, you can listen, do your own shit. Just like this. What's up? What's up? Elimination. What's up? You doing your own shit? You coming on ours? You trying to get what's up? What's up? But we can
we'll talk about that separately. All right, let's get into these stories.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Legionnaire. You showed up.
Legionnaire. Yes.
You. That's the one I was talking about as well.
Okay. All right, we got 40 minutes because remember we got to keep it under 2 hours.
Cool. All right, so we got 40 minutes. So let's jump right into these stories real quick. Okay, so
and I got the trailer pulled up when we're ready.
All right, listen. So Lifetime, I meant to put this on the show last week, but I forgot to mention it. But again, Lifetime released the trailer for Miss Cleo, Her Rise and Fall, starring the Lady of Rage. Now, they released the trailer for Miss Cleo, and here it is. Go ahead, take a look at it.
Don't go blindly through life. Let me use the power of the tarot to show you the way. Call me now for your free reading.
Based on a true story. Let's make some money.
This is Cleo.
You're our highest earner ever.
The sky is the limit.
No one could foresee.
Keep him on the phone. You got this. Tell me about your dreams.
24 million a month.
You're mocking our Jamaican heritage.
You've been served.
You do not need a crystal ball to know that the FTC will stop deceptive trade practices.
She's ripping off millions of people. I'm paying my bills and taking care of my kids. I'm not hurting anyone.
Let us talk to the lawyers.
I feel like
These things blow
right there and go back to this moment right here. This wig is murdering me.
You know what she's giving me? She's giving me Shelley Duvall playing Olive Oil in the Popeye movie. That's
very that, and that is not a compliment in the slightest. This wig is murdering me.
All right, okay, boy, we gotta get paid. We gotta get through. Okay, so
yeah,
listen.
Sorry. All right, I'm going to finish that.
Let us talk to the lawyers. These things blow over.
People put their trust in you, Miss Harris. Are you even a psychic?
Our name's in the lawsuit.
But it's my face.
Miss Cleo, her rise and fall. Premiere Saturday, August 10th at 8. Only on Lifetime.
Baby, if you did not see that movie, I don't even know what to tell you. I haven't watched it myself, but baby, I kiki. But again, based on a true story, it chronicles the late night infomercial icon and psychic Miss Cleo, who reportedly generated up to $24 million monthly for the Psychic Readers Network via pay-per-minute commercials, which ran from 1997 to 2003. Listen, it's directed by Tim Reed and also stars Shane Johnson from Power, and it debuted August 10th on Lifetime. So if you haven't watched it, go check it out, because I'm going to at some particular point. I'm gonna get me a glass of wine.
Yeah, I feel like I want to watch it, but then I'm also going to be like, are you even a psychic? What the fuck does that mean? I mean, there's no, I mean, it's not like saying, are you an architect or are you an engineer or are you a teacher? Because there's certifications for that. Anybody can call themselves a psychic.
Call me now. I'm a psychic.
Call me now.
Okay.
So anyway, keep going.
Okay, but listen. So this next story on that came up on People magazine. But a cafeteria worker was sentenced to 9 years in prison for selling $1.5 million worth of chicken wings from the school. This Illinois cafeteria worker was heading to prison after stealing, like I said, $1.5 million worth of chicken wings from a school district. On Friday, August 9th, former Harvey School District Director Vera Liddell pled guilty to the crime, according to WGN-TV, ABC, and CBS. She was charged with theft and operating a criminal enterprise. Liddell, who's 68, previously served as the food service director for the Chicago School District, despite having multiple bankruptcies in her past account. Now, per ABC, prosecutors said Liddell placed orders for the chicken wings with the district's main food supplier for nearly 2 years, starting in July of 2020, though she would keep the food despite charging the district. Liddell's theft was discovered after the district's food service department exceeded its annual budget by $300,000 mid-year. Court records obtained by CBS state the former school worker was accused of ordering more than 11,000 cases of chicken wings, and the food was meant to be used for take-home meals for students who were learning remotely during COVID-19 pandemic. Listen, she worked in the school district for more than a decade. This is what was reported. So I don't know if it's tragic, if it's sad, if it's just funny, if it's ridiculous. I don't know what to say, but this is not something that I would want to go to prison for. Selling some.
No, I mean, that's if listen, when you can't craft on this level and think you're just gonna get away with it. Like no one was gonna notice that your budget was $300,000 over. So
I have a friend who started. Yeah, I have a friend who at one point had started stealing stuff, small little bits, and when it got to $50,000, that's when they had got caught because they were tracking all this stuff, and I was like, "How the fuck did you get to 50,000?" But okay, whatever.
Right.
Anyway, I wanted to give you guys an update on the Olympics from NPR. The final Olympic medal count puts the U.S. in the top. U.S. came out on top in the Olympic medal count in Paris with a stunning total of 126 medals, including 40 gold. The fight for national bragging rights over gold medals, considered by many countries to be the most coveted prize, came down to the wire. And in the end, China and the U.S. tied with 40 apiece. China, with 91 overall medals, has cemented itself as America's chief rival in the Summer Games. But here's the thing. How did the U.S. do it as far as getting all these medals? It's pretty much swimming and track. In Paris, America's Olympic engine fired on 2 cylinders, swimming and track. And in the pool, U.S. swimmers led by Katie Ledecky and Tori Husky racked up 28 medals, including 8 gold. On the track, American athletes were even more dominant, winning 34 medals and 14 gold. Those two sporting disciplines alone accounted for roughly half of the totals for the U.S. Medal tally. Listen, these Olympics had a lot of stuff going on, good, bad, stuff that puts them in the news or not. But baby, listen, at the end of the day, everybody's fighting for these medals. And baby, we came out on top. But again, China's going to be a close rival. So we're going to keep an eye on them for the next Olympics, because I'm sure they're going to be coming back with a vengeance. In this Olympic event, there was some controversy as well regarding Jordan Childs. So the controversial saga of the U.S. Olympian Jordan Childs and her contested bronze medal has taken another fascinating turn. In a proverbial game of tug of war, the Court of Arbitration sport ruled earlier this week that the bronze medal would belong to Romania's Ana Maria Barbasou and not Jordan Childs. Initially, the judges ruled that Barbasou was the medal winner. Now, the U.S. appealed, and Child's score was subsequently ruled higher, but later the IOC said Team USA's appeal was filed too late after the 1-minute deadline. USA Gymnastics has insisted that it has proof that the appeal was filed on time. On Tuesday, it was revealed that the panel chair in charge of deciding the fates of Child's bronze medal has deep ties to Romania. An inevitable winner in this saga at this particular point were the lawyers, because their billable hours were off the charts. But as USA Today's Christine Brennan pointed out, there's a precedent for shared medals and controversial judgments. And later, the Romanian Gymnastics Federation proposed a King Solomon-esque split the baby approach, with the twist of adding a third competitor to the mix. Now, the initiative to award bronze medals to all 3 athletes, Jordan Childs, Ana Maria Barbasou, and Sabrina Maneka-Voina, was proposed by the lawyers of the Romanian Gymnastics Federation with the prior approval of the federation. The leadership of the Romanian Gymnastics Federation, through its representatives, took all necessary steps to reach this consensus. We emphasize that certain requests were made by the American side to achieve this goal, and our side consistently compiled with these requests, a fact that was appreciated by the American representative. Now, Maneka-Voina, also of Romania, was additionally a subject of a controversial score. China and Russia wound up sharing a gold medal during the infamous Russian judge scandal of the 2002 Olympics in Salt Lake City. So it has happened before. So this is where we are. That's the last proposal. I don't know if they're going to do it all 3, but that's where we are. So we'll see how this is still going to turn out.
This is bull. Listen, I'm not going to invest so much energy into this, but this is bullshiggity.
Because they talked about the reason why it's such a controversy is that they said that when Childs did her event in the Olympics, and I'm not sure which event she was doing, whether it was the vault or the floor exercise or the bars, but they said that the difficulty rating was not adjusted correctly. And because of her routine and the difficulty in it, they should have scored her at a higher rate. And that's what prompted them to disagree with the judges' score.
And they filed the appeal within the 1 minute, and they had video evidence.
Evidence of it. They said they filed it at like 47 seconds, because they only have 1 minute to do it. They said they filed it at like 47 seconds, leaving 13 seconds left to file it. But then
they did it again at like 55 seconds. So they did it twice within the 1 minute timeline. And then to find out that the pair in charge of the decision got ties to Romania, this sounds real shady. And listen, I'm like a bougie girl. She was like, I ain't giving shit back.
Listen, they also said there was a third thing that they said that it was actually 4 seconds after the 1 minute time. So listen, this is all I'm going to say to you. Pay attention to these countries, and let's see what happens over the next couple of years. And let's see if they show up on our radar in any way, shape, or form for something international. Just pay attention, because I feel like this is a setup for something. Whether it's somebody defecting, some vote, something. Just pay attention, because I feel like we're going to hear a lot more from Romania.
Elimination. Come to my house and get it, bitch. Run up.
Right. I mean, listen. Come on and see me.
Now, I mean, I guess if you split it 25 ways, as long as I got a whole medal.
That part.
with
And
my name on it.
It would be her only solo medal. So while she was on Team USA for gymnastics, all that stuff, the team won, but this will be her only solo medal. So that's another thing is throwing there. But some other good news. The late legendary Cuban singer Celia Cruz has become the first Afro-Latina woman to appear on U.S. currency. The Queen of Salsa was one of 5 women selected to be the face of a quarter this year by the U.S. Mint, which runs a program dedicated to the celebration of the accomplishments and contributions made by women of the United States. Celia Cruz's influence reached well beyond her music. And this is what was talked about by the Mint director in a news release. She was proud of and celebrated her Cuban culture, which empowered Afro-Latina African Americans in embracing their heritage, making her an important and enduring cultural icon. Cruz, who died in 2003 in New Jersey at the age of 77, is the 14th woman honored by the U.S. Mint's American Quarters program since 2022. Cruz appears on the tail side of the quarter, flashing a dazzling smile as she performs in a rumba-style dress. Cruz's signature catchphrase, "Azúcar," which means sugar in English, is inscribed on the right side of the coin. Listen, congratulations. Because Miss Celia Cruz, if you've never gotten into her music and never gotten into her just in general, baby, you are missing a whole lot. There was a legendary moment between Celia Cruz and I think it was Patti LaBelle.
Yes.
Listen, baby, you better get into it because Miss Celia Cruz always rocks out. I wanted to point out a few birthdays for today, for August 14th, with some celebrities. So Steve Martin, comedian, turned 79. Antonio Fargas from Starsky and Hutch, otherwise known as Huggy Bear, is 78. Larry Graham, who was originally with Sly and the Family Stone, is 78. Gary Larson, the cartoonist who did The Far Side, is 74. Carl Lumbly, he's an actor who's an Alias, it turned 73. Jackie Harry from 227. Sister turned 68. Marcia Gay Harden is 65. She's an actress. Magic Johnson turned 65. Susan Olsen, who's from the Brady Bunch. Cindy, she sells these shows by Cindy, turned 63. Halle Berry turned 58. Catherine Bell, the actress from The Good Witch, she's 56. Mila Kunis turned 41 from Bad Moms and Family Guy. She's the voice of Meg. And Marsai Martin, actress, director, writer, producer, television star from Blackish, she turned 20. 20. Happy birthday to you all. I wanted to point out some social media slays, as I've been trying to do every single week. Some of them last week were like reads and all that good stuff, but these are just some simple, understated, but directed to the point stuff. This one came from Topper Drew. This is the visual. It says I, and there's a trumpet. They said, "You're a trumpet." Then they said, "That's a horn." Then they said, "So fill in the blank." He said, "In a band." I hollered. I just thought that was
funny when I saw that
thing. Just absolutely cute. The next one pops up from one of our brothers, Links, and he made a post. We were just talking about the Red Dress Run, but he said the post was giggle. Instead of spending time worrying about why, quote unquote, those dudes running around in red dresses with joy and love in their hearts, by the way, spend time healing from your trauma. You're very transparent, bro. Baby, if you know Links and the way he would have articulated this, baby, you would have hollered. It's the thespian in him. But I want to give some special shout outs and some special recognitions for these next two. The first one is actually from someone on Facebook, Lily Hayes. And there's a picture of Lady Gaga talking to this man. And this is a picture of when Lady Gaga, she took a picture with the man down on his luck, who gave her a ring he made for her. And she gave him a rose and gave him some money. As she was approaching the man said to her, "But I smell bad." To which she replied, "Don't worry, I sometimes do too." Listen, and if you've heard anything about Lady Gaga, I've heard this repetitively, that she smells. I've heard that from several people, several different.
Really? I've never heard that before.
There's several other people that had bad breath. Queen Bee was one of them that I've heard people talk about before, but I've heard with
Beyonce got bad breath.
I've heard people say that several times.
Allegedly. Shit. We might need to write that in the thing.
Yes, let me walk that back. Allegedly, she has bad breath. And allegedly, Lady Gaga smells, but I've heard that from people a couple different places. And this next one, as another special recognition, goes to our own Miss Bougie, And the picture was absolutely everything. This is Sha'Carri Richardson. This is at the Olympics this year. And one of the people on her post said, you tried it, because as she was running to win her gold medal, she looked over at this person like,
right.
Listen, simple slays on the Facebook. So shout outs to all of those people that had their posts out here. Bougie, Lily, Topper, everybody. Links. Again, thank you. And I'm still looking out for them. Keep them coming. I'm going to make sure I try to highlight as many as I can. But thank you guys for allowing us to do that. And we are under 2 hours. So bam. Bam, bam, bam.
All right. So great show. Let's get into some beautiful bean footage. It's been fun as always. There are some little bootleg ass brownies. I bought this little brownie mix for like Duncan Hines brownie mix for like 98 cents. All you got to do is add a third of a cup of oil and 1 egg. Baby, I put the brownie mix in the pan. I was like, oh, these are not going to be big brownies. But
listen,
with some ice cream, they're going to be just fine.
Let me give you a little tip that one of my besties gave me. Get you some Ghirardelli brownie mix.
That was not available at the place where I was, but
I'm
gonna get it. So this weekend is going to be a great shopping adventure before I head out to the kinky game night. So
I personally can function with 1 box, but some people need to put 2 boxes in one pan to make them like cakey.
That's what I was probably going to do, is buy a couple and just sort of double up and make a bigger batch.
Not my ish, but I like them. I like mine I like a little chewy and crunchy around the edges, whatever.
Yeah, of course.
The other good thing in a pinch is if you really are fiending and it's during the day, go to Starbucks and get their brownie. Baby, that brownie is amazing. Let them heat.
Yeah, but during the day, remember you are in the office. There's no Starbucks near me, and most days I'm not around.
Okay, well,
I guess actually, if I'm at work, I could go into the stations. But my treat is Raising Cane's. So their chicken itself is fine. But it's not life-changing. But what is life-changing is the motherfucking sauce that comes with those chicken tenders.
Wait a minute. I got another entry for the BTFB. Baby, I was at the Starbucks again.
Mm-hmm.
They have a egg, sausage, and bacon wrap. But the guy said, hey, you should put some what's the Mexican hot sauce? The
salsa?
No.
Cholula?
No.
Tapatio?
It's an orange sauce.
Orange.
Not Tabasco, not fuck. It'll come. So of course it'll come to me. I put that on that damn sandwich. Listen, it was like food porn.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing, especially if you like spicy. It was amazing. Please help me out because I'm drawing a blank right now with this damn red sauce because they come to the little. They actually have it there. I cannot think of the name, but it's oh my god.
It's like buffalo sauce, but is it like a name brand? Are you thinking?
No, it's a Mexican. So oh my god, not.
I could only think of Cholula, and
it's a hot spicy. God damn
you're not talking about sriracha because that is not
sriracha.
Mexican.
Thank you.
Sriracha is not Mexican. That's like Asian.
I'm sorry, it's not. You're right. It's Asian. I'm sorry, but it's in my mind. I was thinking sriracha, but anyway, it's.
I don't like sriracha because it's sweet.
No. Put it on the sandwich. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Put it on the sandwich.
All right.
Listen,
I'm always down for a new taste adventure.
Sriracha. Yes. So yes, I'm sorry. So listen, I'm so sorry.
Wait a minute, Lola. Are you saying that you love Raising Cane's as much as I do? I really need to find how to make the sauce.
Good God, Grace. Grace, hot sauce is hot for you. So, girl, listen. It's okay. Do you not? But the sriracha is good. It is really good on that sandwich. That's what I'm saying.
Oh well, no, Lola. So we'll get you together on that next time we all get together. So anyway, I have had an absolutely wonderful time as always, but my stomach is growling, so I'm about to go handle this brownie and then call it a lovely evening.
Listen, I have had my treat for the day, and I am good. Wait, you did toy shopping? Oh,
She toyed with stopping at Union Station to get the Raising Cane's.
Reading is fundamental.
Tis.
All right.
Well, thank you all for coming. Any last words, Epic?
Let us know if y'all want to bring back the hoodie.
Yes.
Who you want to do this for or on? Please let me know. That's all I got. So,
all right.
I will still say, like I said, all the time, y'all could be anywhere. Thank y'all for tuning in here. We definitely appreciate it. For all those people, all our brothers that tuned in, I haven't seen in a minute. Legionnaire, Cortez, Elimination, all the family.
We've got a request for the Echo microphone, so we'll get them all charged up and have them ready to go next week.
Listen, they will be listen, I'm ready. You need to do a quick.
Mine is it needs to be charged.
We need to do a quick. Okay. So, other than that, listen. Thank y'all for tuning in. As always, it's always fun. This is a stress reliever, and it kind of helps us. It kind of helps to keep us sane because there's some moments where
very much because girl, you called me in a full on this afternoon, and I was fine with it. Yeah. And I'm not going to put any more out in the street like that. But it is good that we can rely on one another, and we can also have this is our therapy session. This is saving us literally thousands of dollars,
thousands of dollars with Geico,
right?
So, but as always, thank y'all for coming out.
Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. And good night. Mwah.